Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to a brand new video over on PrizePicks. Got my 3 favorite plays in this video talking World Cup action, and we got a bonus MLB pick at the end. But first up, do me a huge favor, drop a like on this one. It takes you 2 seconds, completely free. So go ahead and do that. And guys, I know we're talking about World Cup, but just something I've been real hyped about is the NFL season is less than 60 days away now, guys. I'm feeling on top of the world. Genuinely on top of the world. NFL is super huge, and I couldn't be more excited. But let's talk about the World Cup, guys, because France beat Morocco 2-0, cashing us out in our first leg of the parlay, which I sent out a parlay yesterday on my YouTube video, which was France to win in regular time, and then Spain to advance, so Spain to qualify for the next round. And this 2-leg parlay, we already got the hard part out of the way. France won 2-0 easy. I told you guys, it was basically a lock, and that one ended up greening out. We also locked that in on the VIP. It was a 6-unit play, paid us out around 3.5 units of profit, so free money right there. And we also got a lot of big money on France to win the World Cup. So I'm just saying, guys, we're really high on this France team, and they showed out once again, just glided right by Morocco like it was nothing. But guys, today we're focusing on Spain versus Belgium. Honestly, it's going to be a super exciting game. Am I more excited about Norway, England? Yeah. Am I more excited about Argentina, Switzerland? Probably not. Spain, Belgium here. Very good matchup. I think this is going to be probably one of the better matchups we have for the rest of the tournament. And it's an underrated one, honestly. But yeah, we're going to talk about these plays. But let's just start it off with Spain to qualify for this one. I know it's a minus 330, but if you locked this one in with us yesterday, right, when I told you guys to on REBET, taking the 2-man parlay, this right now is paying out a plus 107 because all we need is for Spain to qualify, and we're doubling our money. So it's a plus 107 play pretty much for Spain to qualify against Belgium. I'm taking that easy. Lock this one in over on REBET, guys. If you're not on REBET yet, sign up using code FFBAM. So it's not just BAM, it's FFBAM, and you get a $100 deposit bonus. This is a super easy way to get free money. So if you put in 20 bucks on REBET, they're pulling that into 40 bucks because they're doubling your deposit. That's easy. If you put in a 50 bucks, you're getting 100 bucks. You put in 100 bucks, that's what I recommend. Might as well max it out. Then you're getting $200 in your REBET account. There's no reason not to do that. And even if you guys go, well, I heard this before, other apps give this same thing, right? It's nothing special. Well, what you're telling me is that getting more free money isn't special. Like, are you listening to yourself right now? This app is literally doubling every cent that you put in up to 100 bucks. So go ahead and max that out. Even if you just get 200 bucks, even if you end up losing 50 of those dollars as you're playing through them, you still made 50 bucks. And that's if you lose. If you just copy the picks, you will make money because we've been going crazy on the World Cup recently. So yeah, use code FFBAM on there. And if you're in any one of these orange states, you're good to go. Get on REBET, deposit, use code FFBAM. And if you guys do all those things, DM me the word REBET to this number. I'll get you on the VIP for 2 months for completely free. So you're getting on REBET. You're getting an extra app in your arsenal. You're getting more deposit bonuses, so up to 100 bucks deposited, and you're getting 2 free months of VIP. That's basically VIP all the way through the NFL season or until the NFL season starts. So you guys are insanely locked in. If you just sign up on REBET, use code FFBAM. And yeah, that's all I got about that one. Now let's get into the recap from the day before. Unfortunately, our YouTube slip did not end up greening out. Gray sold, but I told you guys this Mbappe play was going to cash. He honestly should have hit in the first half with the penalty kick. Missed the penalty or, saved the penalty kick. Ended up going, you know what? It's no worries. I'm just going to slam it top right corner later in the game. No worries, right? Mbappe to get a goal. Super easy. And we cashed this one out too on the VIP, which was the Mbappe discount. They're dropping discounts every single day on PrizePicks. Honestly, I love PrizePicks for that. PrizePicks, you guys will tell. Well, it's honestly where I play most of my picks. All these screenshots are from PrizePicks. If you're not on PrizePicks yet, use code BAM, sign up. And all these plays, man, are long shot plays. We had couple plays here where we got 2 greens, 2 reds, 2 greens, 2 reds in this case, 2 reds in this case. And the most important thing is that almost every single one of these duos that we took here went together, right? So they went either green together or red together. Yeah, there were more red reds than green greens. But the point is, we're changing a 4-man into a 2-man by taking 2 correlated picks. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about this, but because we're taking 2 guys on the same team in the same direction, so 2 guys on the same team on the over together or 2 guys on the same team on the under together, we're basically just going, well, if in this case, if Stavin hits, then Shush will also hit, right? Because they are correlated and likely to push over together. We thought this was going to be a short game. It ended up being a ridiculously long triple overtime game. And both of these guys pushed in the same direction. So this is exactly how you guys can use correlation to your advantage. PrizePicks is going to pay you out when you hit one of these as if it's a 4-man, but you actually just played a 2-man because both of these plays are correlated together heavily. Now, let's get into the plays for today, we're starting it off, obviously, in the World Cup tab. We're going over to Yuri Tielemans here on the over. Tielemans is just such a lovely player right here. 37.5 passes. First of all, he's hit this in every single game so far this tournament. Just easily every single game so far, right? Both knockout stage games, he's been popping off. 65 passes, 40 passes against the USA. And guys, that was 40 passes against the USA when Belgium were leading for most of the game. If you guys don't know how passes attempted works, it's basically just how much possession you had. And when you go up early in a game, right, like Belgium did against US, well, and, like they continue to do for the rest of the game, honestly, then you honestly don't need to hold on to the ball very much. You really just sit back into a low block and defend a lot of the time. And when you have a player on their over on passes and their team goes up, you're kind of feeling bad. You're kind of feeling like, oh no, this bet might not hit, because once a team scores, they likely don't have the ball very much later in the game, especially, if they take the lead. If they're still behind, then obviously they're going to have the ball. So yeah, Tielemans here on the over, especially if Spain score early, then Belgium should regain possession for a little bit, and he should hit the over here. But genuinely, if we just look at this Belgium team and where Tielemans ends up playing in the lineup, he is sitting right here as a central defensive midfielder, so very in the middle, and honestly pretty defensive as well. I mean, he's going to get involved in a lot of these passing opportunities. And the most important thing that I love to see here is he's not getting subbed out. He is playing every single minute of this game. He played every single minute against Senegal, so many minutes, 120th minute. So in extra time, he stepped up and knocked in the penalty. Cool as ever, honestly. And if we just look at how this Belgium team have been doing so far, it's been a little bit shaky, honestly. So I definitely could see a world where Spain goes on the over. But look at this, man. Tielemans was playing so well, ended up scoring in the 89th minute and then the 120 plus 5 minute as a penalty against Senegal. Like, this guy is going to play the whole game. 38 passes should be very, very easy up against a team like Spain. So yeah, like this one here on the over. And now let's get into play number 2. We're going over to the goalie fantasy score tab, and we're taking Unai Simon on the over here at 8.5, guys. Once again, he's hit this in every single game so far. And I know a lot of guys on the popular tab, you might go to this and you're like, oh, well, these guys are all green in their last 5, right? There are a lot of other places to get green in the last 5 that the popular tab just hasn't seen yet. And this is 100% one of them. Well, let's take a look at what we're betting on here instead of just blindly clicking on fantasy score. Well, goalie fantasy score, the way this works is it is super dependent on if you get a clean sheet or not. So starting score is 5, which is going to start off with 5, kind of like a defense does in fantasy football. Every time you get a save, you get 2 points. So he's probably going to get around 2 to 3 saves here. And when he concedes a goal, he loses 2 points. If he gets a clean sheet, which means he doesn't concede at all, he will receive 5 points. And guess what? Spain are the only team this World Cup to have not conceded a single goal yet. They haven't even given up a single goal. And Belgium, they've not looked good. They almost didn't score against Senegal. Their best game was up against USA. And USA honestly played like absolute horrible, bro. Absolutely horrible. I don't even know if I can say those words online. USA played genuinely horrendous in that game. So, and do I think that if Belgium could score 4 against a USA team that was playing horribly, then that Belgium team can score up against a Spanish defense who hasn't given up a single goal this tournament? No. I genuinely think Spain could win this game without giving up another goal. I think it could be 2-0, at worst 2-1, and they don't get the clean sheet, but Simon should hopefully pick up a few saves there. We would need 4 saves from him if he doesn't get a clean sheet to hit on the over here. Still very, very possible. So I do like this one a lot. Over at 8.5 goalie score. I mean, guys, he's also hit this in every single game. Heavily favored because he hasn't given up a goal. Every time he gets here, he doesn't, he's getting his 5 starting score, and he's basically getting 5 extra points on his goalie score if they keep the clean sheet. So it's just that simple. As long as they keep a clean sheet, even if they don't, as long as he racks up a few saves, we should be all good to go here at goalie fantasy score here on the over. Now, before I get to my last play, guys, I want to get more bonus free picks from me and a couple, extra plays every single day. Make sure you're on the Discord. It's 100% free. You guys can hit the link in the comments to lock in on the Discord. And yeah, you just get 1 bonus play from me every single day. I'm dropping one in for today. I dropped one in for yesterday. I dropped one in basically every single day this week. You guys can lock in. It's 100% free. Just giving you guys more free picks. What's not to love? So yeah. Also, if you want to get on REBET, bro, that link is in the comments too. I would highly, highly, highly recommend it. And if you need help getting on, just DM me the word REBET to 919-307-1980. I'll get you guys on. Super easy, super simple. And we'll start making money with 2 free months of VIP. Now, let's get into the last play of the day. We're actually going over to MLB in this case. We're going over to first inning runs allowed. So basically no run first inning. We're taking the under here for Messick and Alcantara. Basically Cleveland versus Miami. We like this one on the under. I'm not going to go too deep into this, but the point is This is a plus EV pick. If you look on other books, if you look on FanDuel, DraftKings, Caesars, any of these other places, this one is trading at around a -130 to a -135 nerfy. And we're getting this for basically even value on PrizePicks. So if you could, strip down what PrizePicks is showing you with just a more or less super simple, and you really just get to see what the actual odds are behind this, it's around a -120 for every single one of these picks in a 3-man power. And you are getting this at -135 value because every other app has it at -135. This is super, super valuable. So I like this one on the under. Honestly, if this doesn't stay on the board for very long, I wouldn't be surprised. But guys, if this is not on the board yet, I would not run this as a 2-man for Simo and Tillemans. 2-mans suck on PrizePicks. What I would go ahead and do is join up on the Discord and pair it with a free pick that I send out on here. This one will probably have already started by the time you watch this video, but free picks will be dropping on the Discord. So make sure it is a 3-man power play. It is by far the best slip type to play on PrizePicks. I mean, if you want to play 5-man, 6-man flexes, yeah, go ahead and do that. Those are very good as well. But for most of you guys, you're not running 6-mans. You're trying to run 2-mans or 3-mans. Do not run 2-mans. Take 3-mans. Do 3-man power plays. That's all I got in this one, man. These are my 3 favorite picks. And I'll catch you guys in the next one once we make some money on the World Cup and the MLB on Friday.